So the Yankees might have found themselves a little gem in the international market. What's going on, everybody? Hope you're doing well. So Yankees are slowly signing their international players that they've gotten over the last week or so since the international signing period started January 15th. And they're going to continue to add as they have more money left. But there's one player, and I've got an article that I'm going to put up. And by the way, if you're a baseball fan, especially Yankees, and you want to keep in the loop on everything the Yankees do because they are not done yet, and you're not sub to this channel, please hit that sub button and please turn on your notifications. I thank you so much for it. I don't want you to miss out on stuff. I'm hearing a lot of chatter going on right now. The Yankees are kind of adding pieces here and there. There could be strategic pieces that they could pad into trades. So there are trade options that are presenting themselves with, and I think the Yankees are waiting out the market for other opportunities as well. So, but in the meantime, let me put this up for you. Okay, this is Yankees' top international signing could be fast riser through the farm system. Okay, now check this out. I'm going to read this out, and I'm going to attach this down below too. Yankees signed one of the best players from this year's international class on Friday. Manny Sedano, a 16-year-old shortstop from the Dominican Republic, agreed to a $2.5 million deal with the Yankees, according to multiple reports. Ben Baylor, Baseball American reporter Francis Romero shared on social media that Sedano's signing was official on Friday. MLB Pipeline has Sedano ranked as the 11th best international prospect from this year's class. Sedano is ranked 15th by Baseball America. Okay. Here's some scouting reports. This is from MLB Pipeline. Okay. He's been affectionately dubbed as the cradle of shortstops for his propensity of producing infielders gifted with the glove, who also have a knack for hammering the baseball. He's a top-ranked player from the city in his international class, sporting a tool package across the board that excites evaluators with his consistency. The second youngest member to make the the 2025 top 50 list. Sedano, who trains in Daniel Brito at the Paulino Baseball Academy, a member of MLB's trainer partnership program, will be 16 for most of his first pro season. There's a ton of bat speed drawn from Sedano's balanced and smooth right-handed swing. He does an excellent job of shifting his weight in the box to tap into power that is beginning to emerge. He has plus athleticism, aids him in the box as he displays quick hands with almost no stiffness in his approach. If the pop begins to come consistently, Sedano could be a fast riser to the organization's ranks. Now, I'm gonna attach this down below so you can take a look at it. All right, get it off the screen here. The fast riser thing really fascinates me because there's one other prospect who's becoming a fast riser in the Yankee system. That's George Lombard Jr. And they displayed a similar skill set, okay, and with speed and with some power, and their skills kind of developing over time. But one of the things that fascinates me is both of these guys are considered 5'2" players. And generally 5'2" players, especially as it comes to the Yankees, are mostly outfielders. And these are infielders who are considered 5'2" players. So I find that pretty cool. And this could leave the Yankees with a lot of options. And if you have a guy that's 16 who could be rocketing up the system, I mean, think about it. And this guy doesn't come with the hype that Jason Dominguez came with. Neither did Lombard come with the hype that Jason Dominguez came with. But people are excited about Jason Dominguez, or they consider him untouchable. Most people. So this is a kid who could adopt that same type of aura around him. And I think it's a pretty cool thing for the Yankees to have. And again, you don't always need the flashiest big names at the top, the guy who's at all the hype, because those guys don't always pan out either. The Yankees had some other top guys, Brando Maia and some of these other guys. And Maia is he's not rocketing up like George Lombard is. Okay, neither is Roderick Arias. Roderick Arias struggled quite a bit in the way last year. So maybe he'll bring it around a little bit more this year, which gives him a reason to gives him an opportunity to jump up through the system, especially being a switch hitter like Jason Dominguez. Okay, but Sedano is right-handed, but he's got all the tools that with the power, this bat speed, the aggressive base running. I've seen footage of him. This guy's aggressive. He runs bases pretty good, pretty well, pretty hard. So he's a prototypical Yankee type aggressive. Reminds me of a little bit of Brett Gardner. Reminds me a little bit of um, some of these other guys like A-Rod and a couple of these, like Derek Jeter. And once you get a chance to see him, you'll see that he's kind of ahead of his years. And I generally, when an international player displays that skill when they're ahead of their years, it's something worth being exciting about. And there's a guy I'm going to keep an eye on. And I'll definitely keep you updated on all the other news that happens when it comes to him and everybody else. As of now, the Yankees have signed, I think, 3 of their international signings so far. So there's a lot more to go. They'll add guys to the list. And if the Yankees make any other moves, I'll get it to you. That's why I always ask people to get their notifications turned on. I don't want you to miss any of that. Now, pivoting over to baseball, Major League, Alex Bregman is right now has 3 offers of 5 years. Now, there's some chatter. People are saying, can he settle for a 4-year deal with the Boston Red Sox? There's a lot of people pushing him to the Boston Red Sox, and it may happen, but it seems to be it would be a strange fit with him there and moving Rafael Devers to third base. And it would be kind of a weird fit. So I don't know if that's going to happen. And again, somebody in the Boston Red Sox, and I did get some insight from people out of that, somebody in the Boston Red Sox, and they didn't tell me who, is pushing for like a 7 or 8 year deal. I don't know if that's going to happen. They're currently at 4 right now. And he's got 3 offers at 5, and he is a Scott Boras client. So my guess, especially since he's turned down a 6-year deal already last year with the Astros, he's going to try and get that 6-year deal back. And it might be from the Astros because they're slowly trying to clear money to bring guys like him back. So they could bring him back. And honestly, I'd rather have him go back to Houston than go to Boston. Boston I think they're a player or 2 away from being a real legitimate contender on the offensive side. So they're the only team right now in the American League East that kind of scares me as a Yankee fan. The Baltimore Orioles don't scare me. The Blue Jays, I mean, even though they've added Anthony Santander, they're still missing some pieces too. Especially if they lose both, they lose Vlad Jr., and I think they will lose both. What do they do beyond that? Are they going to add Pete Alonso? We don't know. Or is he kind of, putting the Mets and or Scott Boras putting the Mets and the Blue Jays against each other to try to get somebody to blink and go back to, because Pete Alonso also turned down a 7-year deal from the Mets. And him and Bregman, both Boras clients. That's on him. That's on them and Bregman. I mean, that's on them and Boras, excuse me. So, again, there's no guarantee that they're going to get that back. And why would a team go back and give it to him? Right? So, you can let me know what your thoughts are. And there's some Yankees trade proposals being put out there. I mean, there's one that Cameron maybe put out yesterday about Jason Dominguez, or 2 days ago, Jason Dominguez for Steven Kwan. I would not do that. I don't really see Steven Kwan as an upgrade over Jason Dominguez. And we don't need Steven Kwan. If they're going to trade for somebody in the Guardians, it should be J-Ram. But I'm also somebody's also pushing for the Yankees to make a trade with the Rockies and trade Marcus Stroman to the Rockies, who need another pitcher in exchange for Ryan McMahon. So, who would represent the third base, lefty hitting third base option. He's got, I think, three control years left, or 4. So he would fit right into the Yankees mold. But don't know if that's going to happen yet. One way or another, the Yankees will make a move because they've made it clear that they're not going to start the season with, that their plan is not to start the season with DJ LeMahieu or Oswaldo Cabrera or Oswald Peraza at the hot corner, or guys like Jorge Polanco, Paul DeJong, and some of these guys, Willie Castro. I think they're shooting their sights a little bit higher. And keep in mind too, I mentioned this the other day and yesterday too, that depending on where Bregman signs, if he signs with Detroit, maybe one of their infielders becomes expendable. If he signs with the Cubs, maybe Nico Hoerner becomes expendable. So it could create more opportunities for the Yankees if he doesn't go back to Houston, right? So, or if he does go back to Houston, does that make Isaac Paredes expendable? We don't know. We have no idea. So I think, waiting out the Alex Bregman market because he's at a position that Yankees need. And again, Yankees are not signing Alex Bregman, not with 5-year deals on the table. So I don't know why people keep pushing for this, but I don't even think he'd be welcomed, with all of his teammates, by all of his teammates here in Yankees. So I don't know, but I can't speak for him. I can't speak for Scott Boras. I can't speak for the Yankees, but I think they're looking elsewhere. But stay tuned, gang. Let me know what your thoughts are. Again, appreciate all these. And again, I'll keep you updated too. We mentioned yesterday with the football news that the Raiders hired Pete Carroll as their new head coach. The Jets have a new GM now, so there's some movement. The Dallas Cowboys, is it Brian Schottenheimer? I think is the their new head coach. So yeah, the carousel is moving now, and if playoff football is it's tomorrow, and I'll preview both games either tonight or tomorrow morning. So get ready for that too, and I'll keep you updated on everything Yankees. Have a great day, everybody. Peace and love. Over and out.